Dr. Bart Rademacher, and this is Prescription for Your Transformation. Real people, real conversations, and real success. Once again, talking to Benjamin and Azreen on their journey, Heart of Resilience, through the Congo and other parts of Africa, bringing the symbolism of our humanity in its best form. And today is part six, and it's the essence of the family unit, the importance of that unit in all societies, in all communities, and the challenge I feel that we have worldwide is that this is becoming less and less relevant. And that's unfortunate and has disastrous effects on all societies. Family unit is the essential part of success of our humanity. And in their pictures, in their murals, in La Sala and Momboko, or I'm sorry, Bandaka, is illustrating to the rest of the community how important it is a family is to have a family. Benjamin and Azreen, thank you so much for joining me again today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So you have some interesting perspectives and stories in La Sala. It gets kind of exciting because you're kind of stuck, but because of your artwork, you forged a way out of La Sala so that you could continue your journey on the Congo and achieve all the things that you wanted to achieve. So tell us what happened in La Sala and the solutions you came up with and how your navigation down the Congo actually changed.
Yeah, well, it's still a dream scenario. And some people could say, wow, you're so lucky. And then other people, if they saw what we really were confronted with, be like, wow, you're so unlucky. And so it's really, as all of us have experienced in our lives at one time or another, it's about the alchemy of transforming something that a lot of people would consider as a curse into an opportunity. So these obstacles that come along, like really, if we enter into them with just trust that and faith that it's going to work out as we continue to do the best that we can as human beings, it always does, and sometimes in the ways least expected. So we moved to this second mural here in La Sala, and we didn't expect that we were going to do a second painting, but it turned out that once again there was roads that were flooded and too muddy for the cargo to make it to town to load up the cargo to the ship that we were on. And one barge needed to go be in one location in one city to be loaded up, and another barge in another one, and we were pushing three. So basically that beautiful boat full of really fun people, they weren't going to leave for another month or so, and our actual visas were going to run out very fast. So we were like, okay, we need to find another solution. Let's look at another barge, another big boat. And that boat said, yeah, we're leaving on this day. And then, oh, no, by the way, we're going to leave a week or maybe 2 weeks from now, and we're going to charge you double the money because you're foreigners. And the plane is leaving once a week, but that doesn't work for us because our dream is to do the whole river and the road. That would have been awesome, but this road had been abandoned since the Belgians left, and the jungle swallowed it. I mean, literally, that's pretty incredible how fast Mother Nature bounces back. It just swallows an entire road. But that left us with very few options. So we decided, okay, here we are. Let's go ahead and let's do this painting that was requested directly from the mayor of La Sala. And the theme was created directly from the mayor of La Sala. And he wanted to focus his campaign on marriage. And so we wanted to ask him, what does marriage mean to him? And it really meant family unit, protection and love in the household for the children. And we say, okay, because some cultures are all about marriage, some cultures aren't. We didn't want to say, okay, this is what everybody needs to do, but we wanted to understand what is the origin of why he wants this theme. And he said that in La Sala, there's a lot of families that are kind of going all like this, and not putting as much importance into marriage and the family unit. So we decided to paint a man and a woman, a father and a mother, in the traditional clothing of marriage in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and with children that are just overjoyed, either the children that are already there, that are so happy they're in the sky, or children that are yet to come, and they are this beautiful dream that is soon to emerge out of this love and out of this connection. And it's really, really important to focus on that ring, because that ring obviously could have been gold and it could have been a diamond. And that was kind of what people were expecting. And we're like, wait a minute, gold and diamonds are exploited out of this very country of the DRC, and there's still slave labor happening in the mining camps and the cobalt and all that. And why would we want to show that the symbol of love is also the symbol of some of the treachery and the harm that's transpired right there? So we chose a silver band with something like an emerald or a green stone. In a lot of Eastern philosophies feel that that is the heart chakra, the green, the love, the expansion. And artistically, it's just really important for me to say that I am blown away and so excited that I have a colleague and a partner as Azreen that painted those hands that are so deep and so awesome. Technically, they're just rocking awesome. And I was like, whoa, Azreen, you nailed it. You got those hands, and you can feel the wisdom, the age, the wrinkles, the touch, the softness of their caress, and the holding of hands together in that special moment that they're sharing. So then
What was that like for you, Azreen? That painting, that mural.
That painting. I love hands, and it was just like the perfect kind of time to be like, okay, let's paint a set of hands, because they're so expressive and they're so unique to everybody, and to have that kind of feeling of touch and kind of family holding together with hands. It was really exciting, and it was really so much fun. Such an awesome meditation.
Yeah, it's a beautiful mural, and once again, it's transcending time, just as you described. And what's neat about it, it's not imposing any particular belief, except for one. It's good to be connected. It's good to have a family, and it goes beyond just the parents and the children, but it's all the rest of the connections and the families. And I think this is awesome. And you can't leave this without feeling good about that kind of connection, whatever religion or belief or culture standards that you have. This is awesome. So how did you get out of La Sala?
Well, the last day we were there, we were painting, and the mayor came by. It was just finished, and we had just finished writing everything. And Ben was like, so would you happen to know two crew that would be fit to go down the Congo River for 3 days? And he was like, yeah, I have someone's number. We got his number, and we had a really awesome meeting with him. And literally the next day at 6 a.m., we were on the boat and headed down the Congo River, which was a really cool experience, because from one part you're in this big boat to the next you're actually able to put your fingers in the
Well, it's a canoe,
water.
right? Really?
Yeah, it was a canoe. Yeah, made out of just one tree that was hollowed out. And as soon as we got in, actually it was like a little bit tippy, and I was like, we're gonna go in 3 days for this. But as soon as it went, it was just like, yeah, this is the perfect way to connect with the forest. And you see the people fishing like right in front of you, and it's such a different connection to the nation, really. Yeah.
Absolutely. And what was really incredible, and it was maybe the most incredible reflection and almost reward for the work that we were doing, was this contact to find a way to continue living our dream. Mm-hmm. And this mural says, Bimoko ya libota, and that is in Lingala. Excuse my pronunciation, but it's the unification of family, family unity. And if the mayor had not liked what we had done, we definitely wouldn't have got the connection to be able to head out of this kind of this island in the jungle, if you will, you know. So we continued, and each night when we were on this canoe, we would stop at dusk and put up our little tents because the mosquitoes were wildly crazy and they very much liked our blood. So, but we heard, you know, the monkeys, the birds. We saw a crocodile in the distance. What was that? The lizard?
Oh, the monitor, a Nile monitor down at they're these really big, almost Komodo dragon looking esque, but they're more spotted, and they have actually, if they bite you, you could actually die of like septic because they have quite a not so clean mouth.
And we didn't die.
Yes.
So
Thank God for that.
So we arrived in Bandaka, and there's all kinds of incredible things that transpired with the hospitality and the invitation from the Rotary president of Bandaka. And, you know, once again, went to talk with the mayor, arrange things with the immigration, make sure everything's sorted. And then we went on a really incredible adventure to track down this beautiful young boy that had rickets, and collect him from the village, had art classes there. And when we came back, he got to come back to Bandaka with us. And actually the doctor and the president of Kisangani Rotary, the president of Bandaka Rotary and his family and his home, and then Balaka, and then us, we were all staying in the same house. And it was like this beautiful commune of people with different gifts and different forms of intelligence sharing together in this super organism to share the ripples of love throughout the community, and eventually send Balaka with the doctor back all the way, the same route that we took, all the way back upriver to have operations. And he's currently receiving operations right now to have his legs straightened and learn to walk for the first time. So the upcoming president of the Rotary also is a medic, a doctor, and has his own clinic in Bandaka. And the first stop for us to paint in Bandaka out of 3 murals was at his clinic that had, you know, eroding signage, and inside was sanitary, professional, amazing doctors and nurses. But on the outside, it looked like the wall had gone through a tornado or something. So, Azreen.
Yeah, it's really following a theme. It's funny now that we're like looking back at all these things. I'm like, oh wow, there's really like a red thread that goes through it. And again, it's the mother that really is celebrated because of the courage to go through all these extremes and bring these families and raise them. And again, that's motherly touch of her touching her belly and in the one side, and also the connection of the nature around her. And you can also feel like the movement around her head too. There's a connection to everything, and the connection to the great mother beyond, and also the mother holding the baby. You can really feel her like touching the skin and the shadow that's across the face. There's a real kind of connection that we're really trying to express, and a lot of people I think have really shared that they're like, yeah, man, you can feel the skin pressed against each other, and just like that warmth of holding your child, and it's really, really incredible. And we had lots of kids watching us and coming up to the painting while we're painting it, and it was such an interesting thing to see these beautiful little shining faces kind of reflected at each other. They're just looking at each other like, wow.
Yeah, it was really, really a special one. And we did this in a day and a half, actually. And these murals are really, really powerful for us in the way that we're not choosing or imposing what the themes are. You know, we pretty much show up as an open book or a conduit of technique, because thankfully over the years we've learned to paint in multiple different techniques. And then the people express what it is they want to walk by, what do they want to be exposed to and feel every day, because we're going to be gone. So it really was important to demonstrate through all these different styles that it's the voice of the people, for the people, in the community, that is experiencing it every day. And it's about the empowerment of the community. It's not about like, hey, check it out, I just handed out a few things, let's take some photos, I'm a hero. No, it's about how do the people continue being inspired and continue to grow and evolve in their voice, in their loving voice all over the world. And if we have anything, if we can do anything to help inspire and plant that seed of curiosity, awesome, you know?
Yeah, and of course, you're also dependent on the supplies that were available. So I'm sure you didn't bring all the things with you. And so
100%.
So you're responding to the environment, and what I love about it is that, you know, way too often there's this arrogance in different societies that they know better, and we see it in all societies. We see it here in the United States, where, you know, some people are just feel that they are more intelligent and must decide for the rest of the planet what needs to happen. And what I love about what you're doing is you're doing the polar opposite. You're totally open and responding to the actual environment and giving something that they actually need, not something that you think they need. And I think that's a clear message for all of us. And that is truly the ability to connect at the deepest level. And therein, there is no need for tolerance, because, you know, so often people are talking about, you know, need for tolerating. No, it's a need for connection. It's a need for respect. It's a need for community. It's a need for honoring. And that is more important. And you can only do that in the manner that you've done that, is being receptive to how people come to you. And that's beautiful. And for that reason, I think you've done so well throughout the time, because you sending out that vibration of love and harmony and also resilience.
If there's anything that we could share and what we learned over the years, and it definitely was magnified and emphasized on this journey, ask and listen first.
Mhm. So well said. And the testament of the greatest leaders of all times is, you know, serve other people first and lead them with what they need first, and then everything else will fall in place. I want to thank you for today. This is part 6. So we got part 7 and part 8 coming up as we go down the Congo with Benjamin and Nazarene in their journey of heart of resilience, and creating that space where people can share their voices, can be witnessed as either leaders or guides or students and learners, so that we can begin to bring us all together and create a vibration of love and harmony that's suitable for everyone, fully included, no exclusion, total diversity, and honoring, you know, the potential within us. Benjamin and Nazarene, thank you once again so much. And I'm Dr. Bart Rademacher, and this is Prescription for Your Transformation: Real People, Real Conversations, and Real Success. You know, tapping into that authentic genius that lies within all of us, so that we can live the life that we desire. And it's really important to be able to recognize that, but also to be guided through symbolism or words from people like Benjamin and Nazarene. Thank you, and we'll be back next week for a lot more surprises and excitement along this incredible journey. Thank you once again.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Dr. Rademacher's Prescription for Your Transformation. Continue the path towards discovering your own authentic genius by tuning in next time for more real conversations with real people.